when I saw the YouTube channel and I was watching Beach Raste, and I was like, ये कभी आया? ये तो नया, सभी कुछ नया लग रहा है यहाँ. इसके बारे में बात करना पड़ेगा ही. Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to the Mashable Outreach.
Hi.
Good evening, Siddharth.
How are you guys doing? How has the lockdown been for you guys?
It's actually been pretty busy for us. We've had a pretty eventful March, April, May, June, July, and now August is, of course, even more hectic. No, it's hectic. We're still at home. We are not moving to the studio. So we've launched our own record label, Merchant Records. It was a dream which we had for a very, very long time, something that we always wanted to do. And I guess the lockdown gave us the opportunity and the time to be able to focus on things that were pending and be able to sit at home and be able to finish stuff. So Merchant Records, we launched Merchant Records. We released 2 songs on Merchant Records. 3 songs shot at home. A couple of them were obviously shot at home. One of them we had the option to be able to record in a sort of a semi-pro, semi-professional setup, so to speak. And it's been eventful.
What about you, Salim? Apart from producing music, is there anything really cool or anything at all that you've been doing that's keeping you occupied?
Yeah, well, I mean, the big task of Merchant Records was, like Suleiman said, it was a big thing because it was a dream to launch a label for the past 2 years. We've been thinking about it. So this lockdown gave us time to actually create an entire roadmap for the whole year. Now, Siddharth, you must understand that me and Suleiman are really busy musicians on the road as well. Like we travel a lot. We do a lot of concerts. We do about 80 to 85 concerts a year, about between 75 and 85. And that keeps us away from our home and our studio for a considerable amount of time. Here, being at home for 4-5 months has given us some solid plans. So we've been, I know that it's been really crazy for a lot of people. Businesses are down and, the entertainment industry has all come to a standstill and everything. But we have not stopped. In fact, we've been working longer hours, because there's so many Zoom calls, there are so many video calls and discussions about how to create this monstrous record label. And you will not believe it, the minute we've launched this label, I've gotten calls from almost all prominent artists of India to do a song with them on the label. So I'm going to break it first to you that we are doing a song with, name it, with almost every prominent singer in India.
I think that's pretty cool.
But having said that, we are also giving a lot of first chance to a lot of newcomers. Like for instance, we are releasing a song for Independence Day, which is a bunch of absolutely fresh new talent. Singers from all across India have come together and created a beautiful version of Jana Gana Mana.
Congratulations. I think then that's 4 songs in almost a span of about 2 months, from launching a record label to about releasing all those songs.
Yeah, our average is 2 songs a month. That's the roadmap till next March.
I think that's quite cool because when I saw the YouTube channel and I was watching Beach Raste, and I was like, ये कभी आया? ये तो नया, सभी कुछ नया लग रहा है यहाँ. इसके बारे में बात करना पड़ेगा ही मुझे. So that brings me to the point that as music producers, you also have a vision about how your video is going to be, right? Because when you're composing, you're thinking, and you guys were planning an outdoor shoot.
Yes, absolutely.
And that came to a halt, and then you go ahead and innovate and then do memojis in almost like a Daft Punk kind of sunset disco zone, and you create this track which is just like, I'm trying to do the thing that he does.
Yeah, so Siddharth, the thing is that Suleiman and me have always been a very, very, very fond of technology, and using technology with a lot of soul, using technology with very creatively has always been something that excites us. Learning new things and stuff like that. When Suleiman and me got introduced to Apple Memojis a couple of years ago, I had decided to do a video right there, but obviously there was so much content out when it comes to the Apple Memoji that we wanted to do something hatke. Of course, both of us, when we tried to do, when we did this song, we love listening to music in the car. And we wanted to do a drive song. So we had this song which was ready. We had to touch it up, and we had recorded the song before the lockdown. And we thought like, abhi yaar lockdown kab khatam hoga? We had obviously decided to create a beautiful video, an outdoor video, like you said, with Nikita and Arman in the car and sort of doing some beautiful shots, some great drone shots and like, all kinds of things, like using some nice GoPros and stuff like that. But obviously that's not going to happen. So our director Shakti Hasija, he came up with the idea that, sir, you always wanted to do something with the Bigojis. Let's try something. I was like, okay, but we've got to be different. Let's do a storyboarding thing. So we shot it against the green screen, and first we captured the two characters, Ada and Addy. Addy and Ada. We first captured them with the lip sync and, Arman and Nikita doing their actions and whatever. And then we started doing the compositing, which was a tough part, putting them in the car.
It is quite a bit of animation.
There's a lot of compositing in there, a lot of computer compositing, which is what is the real genius of the director. So full marks to him for that. We had a vision of taking these two characters on a drive. He literally took them on a drive with these two characters, Addy and Ada. And one thing about Apple is so beautiful is that it captures eye movements, lip movements, head movements. And you can do all kinds of things like put earrings and do all kinds of like funky things to the characters. So it's really beautiful, the Apple Memoji technology. And especially now, Siddharth, it's really, really pushing the creators to use technology to the fullest.
True. There's also the second part of that, which is basically how it brings people together and, ignites hope of sorts. And you've had those songs, Ae Khuda, I remember driving down back home to Hyderabad and listening to Ae Khuda. And I'm just like, haan, theek hai. And then Asha I played after that, and I'm just like, acha, theek hai. So you've had that feel, and I have tapes, I actually have cassettes, which I'm probably going to convert into a lampshade. So what do you think? I think, Salim, if you want to answer that, as to how music does the binding together or gives hope. And one of your tracks that you've released recently also has the Malik bit in it, and it has you trusting on a higher force or a larger force, in fact.
Well, so there are two kinds of songs. One is, maybe there are many kinds of songs, but like what we, Salim Sulaiman are always, there's that expectation that, that these guys make a lot of good devotional music. And so every year, in fact, every Eid, we release a devotional song. So that's one thing that Sulaiman and me are known for. Like to do, and we believe devotional music has been going on for centuries and will continue to go on for centuries. It's happened to us very automatically, like we did Shukran Allah, which was actually a love song in Qurban, but it became like a beautiful song and a timeless song. I think because of the word Shukran Allah. There's Rab Rakha there's Tujhme Rab Dikhta Hai, Yara Main Kya Karu. There's Maula Mere Le Le Meri Jaan. There's Ali Maula. So all these songs, there's Khudaya Ve. Some of them are actually love songs. But because it has the name of the Almighty or the word Khuda or Maula or something, it has a much longer, timeless effect to it. And that's why if there's an expectation from our listeners and our audience to do have that Sufi devotional kind of a vibe. The other kind of vibe, which is the Asha, Ye Hausla, Chak De, which is this high-spirited, inspirational, aspirational kind of a vibe. And so we continue to do that. Like we'll always keep making music that has that timeless quality in it.
But the last song that we released, Malik Mere, actually does speak about what's going on in our current time right now. And it says, Malik Mere, tere bande hai hum, kar de fazle karam. Which means, we have made mistakes and we want your forgiveness and we want things to become all right. It is a song about begging for forgiveness, asking for forgiveness, and also generating hope that, I'm asking you
to be all right.
To make things all right for us. And it's a song for everybody. It's something that is the need of the hour at the moment, because we are going through a situation where, it's unimaginable the kind of losses we've had to human lives and to the kind of structural destruction that has happened.
Salim, you spoke about this a little while ago. I think there is a substantial amount of concerts and live performances that you do, and I'm going to get to the second part of this also. and we've been asking the same question to every filmmaker or producer or OTT person, is that theatrical experience and the OTT experiences are very two different things. Similarly for musicians, and like while I have my earphones and headphones and A-Dopes experience, I know that the stage is something completely else. That what would you like to say about concerts and missing being on the road and doing those?
So a lot of virtual concerts have happened in this while, and we've tried to entertain people, raise some money through all these virtual concerts. Kind of engaged with people, done some really good things also. But as an artist, for me, to sing to a screen as compared to singing to a massive amount of people is something else. And similarly for the people, I'm sure listening to music live with a live experience with that whole light sound crowd is totally different. You cannot compare it. We will probably start coming down, hopefully, and hoping that by then we will have some kind of sure vaccine situation, which will probably allow people to kind of be a little fearless. Fear is the worst. Rather than Corona is one, of course, huge pandemic, but fear is worse than this thing. And, yeah, it's and rightly so. I mean, so many people have died and so many people have suffered. So things will take some time to get back. And I think small groups will be first. Like, I hope that weddings and small little corporate things will start, and then the public shows, and then the massive stadium events and stuff like that. So I hope that after Diwali things will start picking up.
What do you mean?
Doesn't mean we are not doing concerts. We are doing one concert day after, which is again unique. We are doing a virtual concert, but and it's for a private organization. We are hoping that would be a trend that kind of catches up. We still have to see how it'll kind of function out and play out. We are hoping that this is the first time that we are playing with a whole band after 5 months. And it'll be interesting to see how it transmits down to the audience. And like we say, the whole journey has been one which is very experimental these last 5 months. There's a lot of new things that we've tried out. This will be another new thing that we will try out.
Now, similarly, how you just explained this to me, explain what are the kind of hardships or challenges when you're doing Beach Raste, because you're probably talking and looking at a monitor from online, and what are you doing? How are you doing that?
So Beach Raste was interesting because we knew what we were doing. So we got this guy to sit with the wheel in his hand, the driving wheel, and we shot him with the Memoji on a green screen. With Nikita also it was fine because we shot her on a green screen, doing her thing. And the interesting bit was, after you do all of that, how to get them together in a car. So you have to create the car and the interiors of the car, and you light it up in a beautiful way that kind of matches with the lighting that is on the screen for both the Memoji characters. And then you create the outside of the car, and then you create the outside of the environment.
Yeah.
So, and then all that is moving. So you have to move everything in time with the vehicle. So and then you see shadows of the lights, and it's challenging. It's a tough job. And then finding backgrounds to the buildings and creating the outside. So there's multiple layers of compositing happening on that. And to add to that, you have the car, suddenly the exterior of the car going, and you see the car. So we actually had to develop a whole car in 3D. And yeah, so
I mean, again, good. I mean, again, kudos to Industry Walas and Shakti Hasija, because it's the way they've done this compositing, the way they've created this incredible video is really, I mean, we just had an idea of a Drive song, and they've taken Addy and Ada, these two Memoji characters, for a real joyride, and they've created an amazing virtual world there, a futuristic world there.
Correct. I think if the people at YRF are listening, then Hum Tum too can be looked at with Addy and Ada right now. The animation of sorts shot during lockdown. Very interesting, very cool. it's an interesting way to nurture talent. I might just say that you can send us an email ID, and the guys who are musicians, composers who are seeing this can just look at that email and in the comments and write to send your samples in. I mean, you don't know where it could lead.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's merchantrecordsmusic@gmail.com. Just FYI.
There you go. That it's on tape as well now. So tell me this. Does it also make you feel proud that you're able to, I mean, how do you then look for talent? Because I know there's so much in India. So what are you kind of seeing when you're seeing something that comes through?
There's multiple things that we are looking for. A is, of course, the singing. That talent, a unique voice that is not trying to imitate anybody else, is a voice by its own self, is an artist in its pure form. We're also looking at them to be able to take their music into the live arena. So looks will certainly help. So there's, you're not looking at a playback singer anymore. You're not looking for a playback singer. You're looking for a pop star. Somebody who will be able to carry off a music video. Not necessarily. It's not always true that, an artist has to feature in their own music videos. But it's always nice to have the artist perform in front of the camera. It certainly adds a lot more value. And of course, the most important thing is to be able to come across as somebody who has something unique to offer.
So it's not just that. Let me just complete it. First of all, we are working with a lot of playback singers, and it's not like, it's been really fortunate that they've called and said, like, we want to work on a song and stuff like that, which is really nice. We have a huge lineup for the next 6-8 months. First of all, we've done an album called Bhumi 2020, which is an amazing album. After 20 years, this is a very, very special Salim Sulaiman album, which is a non-film album, and it has incredible folk, orchestral, electronic, classical colors and shades. And it's it features Arijit Singh, Shreya Ghoshal, Sukhwinder, Jonita, Salman Ali, so many different singers. Grammy Award winner Vishwa Mohan Bhatt. So it's a very special album. So it is going to come out very soon. And apart from that, it's a mix of some new singers which we are working with, some who are really established and beautiful, already had playback and stuff like that. So it's a great mix of some new and some already established. That's the whole idea, is to bring out music that has a very, very unique kind of voice, something which people will love to listen to, without any pressures of any commercial things of, for it to be doing like 10 million views or 20 million views or any of that kind of stuff. It's the music that will, some music videos may not even be featuring people. It may be lyrical videos, but at least it brings out the music. So it's a very clean spirited community, creative community, which we are trying to create here with this label. And we are hoping that, there'll be great participation and love for it.
Which brings me to the fact that music streaming services, and how do you see them? And there's a huge rise and upsurge of, all kinds that have come into the country. So how do you think that has helped the community or just everybody in general?
This is where music is being consumed at the moment. And I only see it growing. I see a lot more, I don't think there's too much space, but I'm sure there's a lot more, maybe a little more space for new participants to come in as well, because the whole mode of consumption of music has changed, right? We are not listening to CDs and cassettes anymore. Everything is going through a digital platform, and it all now depends on curation of music, on how you give music out, because there's not too much. People don't go out to discover music at the moment. They want to be able to hear a playlist and say, hey, I like this app because I like the curation of music on this playlist. So a lot of that depends on playlisting, on how an album is curated, or how your playlist is curated to be able to cater to. And there are listeners based accordingly. So if a person likes Hindi music a lot more than English music, he's definitely going to go to Ghana or to JioSaavn to hear his choice of playlists. And if there are people who like independent music and like a mix of both English music and Hindi music and non-film and film, and they just want to hear music, real good music, you would probably go to an Apple Music, or you would go to to Spotify. So it all depends on how you're curating your music, and that is what is getting the people onto your platform. And I see a lot more of that happen in a little more mature form.
So I think I'll just tell you this, that there's going to be a time when I'm back in Bombay and we're driving around in either one of your Porsches, red Porsche. Is that the cool vehicle you picked up?
It's the Porsche Boxster S.
Yes. So we'll drive around Bombay and do the Bombay journey. So you need to promise me that. That's another show that we have on Mashable.
Yeah, I know. You guys have that, right? Yeah, of course.
That's a done deal.
Done. So let's do that once you're back. So I'm wishing you all very best for Merchant Records and everything else cool that you're bringing about. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.